Hello everybody, and here is my third card review for Streets of Gadgetzan. We've gotten more cards to take a look at, and there's some pretty interesting ones in here, and some pretty boring ones, but let's go through them. First we have the Alley Armorsmith, a 5-mana 2/7 for warriors. Taunt, whenever this minion deals damage, gain that much armor. This card is clearly meant to be buffed, as is the current theme of the new expansion. So, if this card is played as a 4/9 or something similar to that, it can certainly have potential, but warriors already have some decent ways of generating armor. It's tough to say if this will actually make much of a presence in constructed decks. As for Arena, no thanks. We need our 5-mana minions to kill stuff in Arena, and this does not do that. So, in constructed I'm giving it a C+, but in Arena, only a D. Onto the Backroom Bouncer, a neutral minion. Whenever a friendly minion dies, gain +1 attack. Unconstructed, this is simply not powerful enough. At best, you're playing a 4-mana card with some extra attack, but it's probably on an empty board and only has 4 health unless it's otherwise been buffed. In Arena, it's definitely decent. It can probably be at least a 5/4 most of the time, and even if it's played to an empty board, and it's a 4/4, that's not too bad either way. So, constructed I'm giving it a C-, but in Arena a B-, certainly playable. Next is the Dispatch Kodo, a hunter minion. Deal damage equal to this minion's attack. And it's starting off as a 2/4, but if this is in your deck, the idea is certainly to buff it up in your hand. Your deck should probably run that theme. And that makes it a pretty good card in the end. Especially since this can attack face with that battle cry. Very important. In Arena, it's okay. There are much better 4-drops, but also this is a beast. So working with that beast synergy, that is a powerful factor. In Constructed, I'm giving it a B+. In Arena, a C, maybe even a C+, but not great in Arena. Next is the Worgen Greaser. Here is a blank text card. It's a 4-mana 6/3, but with over 100 cards being released, there's going to be some filler. Here's one of those cards. Constructed, you won't be seeing this too often. In Arena, it can kill just about any 5-drop, but it only has 3 health, so it's not terrible, but it's certainly not great. Constructed, it's a D. Arena, honestly, I'm giving it a B-. Don't count it out. Next we have another warrior card. It's a Grimestreet Pawnbroker. Give a random minion in your hand +1/+1. This is very powerful text. It could give a small upgrade to War Axe, or it could make Gorehowl an instrument of lethal face damage. Imagine this. It makes Gorehowl 16 damage to the face in 2 turns. That's pretty crazy. In Arena, it's a 3-mana 3/3, which ain't terrible, and since in Warrior you're probably going to be trying to draft as many weapons as possible, this card can be really good. So, Constructed, B+, and Arena, B+. Next we have the Hired Gun, a 4/3 taunt. I'm just going to show you to see. It's another boring card. There'll probably be a few more, but this is not really designed for constructed use, and it's pretty decent in Arena. I'm giving it a B. Taunts are good, and the stat line is good. Next we have the Shaky Zipgunner. With a great death rattle, give a random minion in your hand +2/+2. This card is kinda insane. It's basically never bad, and will be great for a lot of hunter decks. And same thing in Arena, it's a 3-mana 5/5, kind of. So it's an easy pick in Arena, A- for constructed, and an A in Arena. Next we have the Blowgill Sniper, a deal 1 damage battle cry. So simply the fact that it is a Murloc makes it a playable card. It's good in Murloc decks, and it's good in Curator decks. And it's certainly playable in Arena too. I'd rather have a Flame Juggler, personally, even with the RNG involved there, but this is still pretty good. I'm giving it a B- in constructed and a B in Arena. Next we have the Dirty Rat. This is a very interesting card with, I believe, a very high skill ceiling. Taunt, battle cry, your opponent summons a random minion from their hand. So 2 mana 2/6 taunt, obviously crazy, and this battle cry seems absolutely terrible. It seems like a way worse version of Deathlord, but this can be seen as very situational. When you have removal in your hand, you can actually destroy a threat your opponent wasn't ready to play yet, and this can ruin enemy combos, it can empty their hand, or it could backfire really, really terribly. But hey, if you're playing someone like who's playing Malygos, and you pull out Malygos and then quickly kill it, that could have been their only win condition. Dirty Rat just won you the game. As for Arena, this probably sucks. You have a much smaller chance of having the removal to combo with it, and it can probably lose you the game. Yeah, Deathlord is safer in Arena, and I'd probably just not play either of them, if possible. So, Constructed, it could be an F, it could be an A. I think we're gonna see it as maybe a B- in Constructed. It's tough to say. I really don't know if this card will ever be played, and yet it does have potential. In Arena, I'm giving it a D. Next we have the Grimestreet Enforcer. At the end of your turn, give all minions in your hand +1/+1. Good for you, Paladins. If you can keep your hand filled and juicy, this card can create a lot of value for your future turns. It also basically has taunt. Your opponent will not want to leave this alive. In Arena, it's okay. You have a smaller chance of having a big hand at turn 5, but even buffing 1 or 2 minions makes this card worth it. So, giving it a B+ in Constructed and a B in Arena. Now for the Grimestreet Smuggler, this is another multi-class card. Paladin, Hunters, and Warriors can take advantage of this 3 mana 2/4, which gives a random minion in your hand +1/+1. So, another hand buff as well. With 4 health, it can actually have a board presence, and the stats matched with the text are pretty good. And for Arena, it's probably even better in Arena than Constructed. It's basically trading 1 attack for a +1/+1 buff of something else. So, I'm giving it a Constructed score of B, and Arena, B+. So, that's it for now. Thank you very much for watching. When there are more cards, there will be more reviews. So, until then, bye now.